We are working on 11.1, or sorry, 11.2 and 11.3. They're linked together. And you've multiplied stuff like this before, but we're going to do it in a slightly different way because it will help us in the next step. It will make your lives much easier. So both of these are polynomials. Because they have two terms, we call them binomials. And I'm going to build a box that has 2 rows and 2 columns, and I will put one of the binomials on top. So negative 3x plus 7. And I'll put the other one on the side, 3x minus 2. And then each square inside the box is the product of the row and column that it resides in. So this first one is going to be 3x times negative 3x, which is negative 9x squared. And then 3x times 7 is 21x. And then negative 2 times negative 3x is 6x. And negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. And this will help you keep things organized. It will prevent you from skipping terms. And the other nice thing is these are going to be like terms most of the time. There are some cases where that's not true. So when I put like terms together, I get negative 9x squared, and then 6x and 21x become 27x, and then the negative 14 does not have a like term. Okay. All right, same idea here. You use the box. 4x minus w and 5x minus 7w. 5x and 4x make 20x squared. 5x and negative w make negative 5xw. Negative 7w and 4x make negative 28xw. And notice I put the variables in alphabetical order. No, I didn't. I was supposed to. So I would do wx and wx. We usually just put them in order. And then negative 7w and negative w become positive 7w squared. Those are like terms. 20x squared. Negative 28 minus 5 is negative 33 wx, and then the 7w squared. Okay. So we could build a box here, but the box is going to look like this, with negative 7w to the fourth, and then all of that's just going to sit here. And so there's really no point in doing a box if you just have one term on this side. We're just going to distribute this through. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28, and w to the fourth times w to the third is w to the seventh. Plus negative 7 times negative 7 is 49. W to the fourth times w squared is w to the sixth. Negative 7 times 9 is negative 63. W to the fourth times w is w to the fifth. So here, the box is going to have 2 rows and 3 columns. Or you could do 3 rows and 2 columns. I'll put the 4y plus 7 on the side, and the 3y squared minus 6y minus 5 along the top. So that gives me 12y to the third, negative 24y squared, negative 20y, 21y squared, negative 42y, and negative 35. And again, the cool thing about this is these match. So most of the time, the diagonals will be like terms. So this is 12y to the third. Negative 24 and 21 makes negative 3y squared. Negative 20 minus 42 is negative 62y minus 35. Now, like I said, you can probably multiply this in the way that you've always done it, but understanding the box is going to help you in our next step. And then next year it will help you even more. So for today, let's use that multiplication box. And it's sort of a good idea to always use it because you're much less likely to make a mistake. Everything lines up, you know you don't miss a term. And the diagonals help you identify those common elements. All right. So this one we're just going to distribute. Negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. And then x to the 6 times x squared is x to the 8th. And then the y plus negative 6 times negative 5 is 30. X to the 6th times x to the 4th is x to the 10th. Y times y to the 5th is y to the 6th. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. X to the 6th. And y times y to the 5th is y to the 6th. And that's it.